Hello, Captain Kildare, Mariposa PD. To say hi, my cough is getting a little better. This cough just hangs on for a long time. It's not a very friendly cough. So anyways, back to the drawing board, I guess, on the girlfriend search. Fortunately, this one didn't work out, and I think it's probably because a lot of it has to do with texting, text messages. I always said that you cannot assume to know the tone of the person's message when they send you a text. If you think you can, you're wrong. There's no way to tell what the person's tone is or what their intention is, what they're thinking when they send you a text. It's just words, and all the words come in your own head, come in your voice. You hear them in your voice, not theirs, because that's the only voice you got. And if you don't know the person very well, alone if they don't speak very good English. This gal spoke Spanish. English, she was just learning English. Spoke well enough for me to understand. I was learning my Spanish too, but we had a text argument and we broke up. It's okay. That's the way it goes. I mean, if I come off in a way that might paints me as a type of person that she's not interested in, and there's nothing I got, the whole thing, the whole gamut. I really thought she might be the one, but apparently she had other thoughts. And the idea behind a serious conversation, a text message, and then breaking up in that same text message is just very foreign to me. People, two adults, should be able to get together and talk things out and work it out. And when you're in front of somebody, they can hear your tone, and they can see your expressions, your facial expressions, and they can see that you're trying to say. In a text, all they get are the words, and then they have to go ahead and jumble them around however they think they should, and interpret them however they want. I gave up on that a long time. Right when texting started, I said, I'm not going to try to interpret what this person's trying to say to me. I'm going to listen to what they say when they tell me in person. So we had a couple of things going against us. She interpreted my text completely wrong, and she interpreted it in her own language. So there's just no winning. I mean, I'm surprised the relationship lasted as long as it did. Two different languages. Throw that in as a factor, and then you throw in your texting to somebody. Texting. Break up with somebody. She wanted to walk away because she said something broke inside her when I texted her the words that I texted. I was just trying to be honest with her. She asked me a question, and I answered it truthfully. And but the way she approached it and the way she asked me rubbed me pretty sore. It wasn't good. It wasn't nice. And that's how I interpreted it anyway. So I said, I think we should get together and talk about it. Probably resolve it right away. But she said, no, something broke. The words that I texted her in English, when she doesn't even speak English, were enough for her to say, I can't do this anymore. I've got to walk away. Well, doggone. Good luck in your future finding somebody you're going to spend your life with, because if you're going to walk away after that was our first argument, really. If you're going to walk away after the first argument without even trying to talk to somebody in person, it just doesn't seem like you got much hope for finding anybody that you're going to spend your life with. You're probably going to be alone for a long time. I might be too. I was trying not to argue about it over text. I tried to, hey, let's talk, but too late. She didn't like what I had to say in my text message. And I said it in English. I know she's got a daughter that's 26 years old. She speaks English, and probably let her daughter read it. And her daughter interpreted it the way she thought. But then again, still, it doesn't matter whether language you speak. When you're trying to interpret a text message that somebody sends you, you only hear the tone head, and it's usually in your own voice, because you're reading this message to yourself they sent you. How can you know what their tone is? It's impossible. Pretty much, that's just it. There's no argument there. There shouldn't be. No way to interpret somebody's tone when you don't really know them very well. Now, if my brother sending me a message in a text, I pretty much know what his tone is because he's my brother. I've known him all my life. You can't know somebody's tone. You just met them. You've only known them a couple months. That should be rule number one in anybody's dating rule book. Never try to have an argument in a text message, especially if you just met somebody. You don't know what they're be joking around. They could have a humorous tone, or they could be very angry and have a very angry tone. Words are words. The only way to know true intention behind words are to hear somebody say them. They're on paper or in a text message on a phone. No way you know what their tone is. You don't know if they're angry, happy, sad, or if they got a smile on their face, or if they're pissed off or what. You're reading that message. You don't know. You can only go by the words, and especially if you got two different languages that you're talking, there's already a language barrier there. That's double trouble right there. You got your text messaging, and so this gal here, she efficient enough for her to see my words that she didn't understand She doesn't speak English, and she got the words, and that was enough for her. And I thought, wow, that's kind of sad. It's a bummer. I'm not giving up that easy, but if you have to, then I'm not going to push you. There's another thing you can't do is force somebody into liking someone or changing their mind about the way they feel. You got to go with that, and there's nothing much I can do. I'll be upset and sad and all that, but she probably did me a favor, because if it wasn't now, if I had gotten through this one somehow, she would have probably broken up on the next one. That's the way she does it, I guess. She wasn't that much younger than me. Still, I can see little kids that grow up with these phones in their hands, and they don't know how to talk to people, and losing the art of social languages and speaking with some man to man or man to woman, whatever. They don't know how to talk anymore. I had somebody that was coming here, and they got lost, and they were texting me on how to find the street that needed to turn on. I said, why don't you call me, man, so I can guide you through? They're trying to text me. Why? Speak what language is for. We're not cavemen drawing on rocks anymore, I don't think.